In the bottom left, we have our Terran player. He is very
MVP kid.
not to go to the up and down matches. He's very keen to not do that.
Yeah, he's...
See what I did that?
No, it's...
I took his name and I made a sentence out of it.
You're so good. Do it this time.
Okay. I had a roommate in university. He was as
Slayers MMA.
fighter.
Slayers MMA?
He was an MMA fighter.
Oh, okay.
See, I did that. I used to hide in the closet. I wanted to make sure he would actually make use of his mixed martial arts trainings classes. So I would hide in the closet or various parts of the house and come out and ambush him and attack him. And here's the funny thing is, all these guys with these self-defense classes, they obviously they can kick your ass. But the truth of the matter is, if you just jump out of a corner, no matter who it is, you go, "Duh!" They always go, "Ah!"
Of course,
and of course,
man.
that gives me that edge to actually tackle them.
Yeah.
And then shortly after that, I get put in some kind of painful chokehold and I have to tap out.
Yeah.
Because I'm actually not a warrior.
Once
I'm
upon a
actually not
time,
badass.
I always, back when I lived in New Hampshire, would jog at nighttime. And I came back from a jog once, and my brother was hiding in my driveway. I have a long driveway with a lot of trees, very little light to no light. And he had turned off the lights on the porch and was hiding behind my car. And as I walked by, he ran out and yelled, screamed. And I have never been so scared. I actually just I was like a deer in headlights. I just looked at it with wide eyes and held my chest. And I was just like, why would you do that to me? It was bad. I wanted to cry, but I couldn't because I was too scared.
Poor guy.
Yeah, it was pretty bad, man.
Yeah, I stopped doing that.
He was a
People
total
jumped
ass
out of
about
corners.
scaring me back in the day.
Well, the funny thing is, that people are like, you flinched. And it's like, well, this is why I'm going to live longer than you. It's my natural reactions.
I'm a safe guy, man.
I'm a safe person. Well,
we have both players making factories. One gas for each, but Keen is going to add a second gas.
Keen.
What?
What are you doing, Keen?
Keen. Clyde.
Keen. Can't do it with MMA's voice. Try it.
MMA.
No, see, it doesn't work.
John's laughing at us. John,
stop laughing at us in the cast. John. He's trying to ignore us. He thinks it's funny.
No.
He's pretending to look at something on his phone. There's nothing there.
No. No one sent you a text message, John. You don't have any friends.
Now we have the factory coming down, and it's going to be Blue Flame Hellions.
For both players, in fact.
All right. This always gets a little bit weird when they're both going Blue Flame Hellion.
Yeah, but definitely Keen's going to do something with that. I think he's going to throw down a starport pretty quickly here as well, because he did get that second gas, of course. So we're going to see a MMA go for that quick command center. Throwing it down just now. And the starport does go down for Keen. So looks like he may go for a Banshee with his Blue Flames, which is great. Or definitely a dropship is the order of the day. In fact, he's getting a reactor on that barracks. Oh, might we see the really cool build that we've started to see pop up a little bit, especially on this map. Reactored Vikings plus Blue Flame Hellions. It's an awesome combo.
Could be, because what's nice about it is if you have reactored Vikings, or I guess a reactored starport, I should say, you're going to get more Vikings. You're automatically going to have air dominance unless they do the exact same thing. And then, excuse me, and then on top of that, if you get into a situation where your Hellions are in trouble, you land the Vikings.
Yeah. It's really, really cool. Yeah, and you can go around and harass those Vikings. If they send units down there, then suddenly your Blue Flames may have some sort of timing. But we have these Blue Flames trying to run in. Oh, and he doesn't have Blue Flame yet, and there we go. It does finish up, and he will clean this out, but lost 2 of his Blue Flame Hellions, so this drop would not be as good as it could be. He was going to have 4 Blue Flames for it, but it looks like he may have to go with just 2. That was a really nice timing by MMA, and that actually told him everything. He saw the starport, he saw the reactor sitting there waiting for it, and in fact, he's going to switch it around and go Blue Flame Hellions and, well, a Viking at least. But he has, look at that. So he is going to go for some Sky Terran with reactored Blue Flame Hellions.
I got to say, I love Sky Terran. If I was playing more Terran right now,
so
I would
cool.
start experimenting with it.
It is so cool.
It's a bit delicate, but it makes so much sense.
Well, yeah, if they don't have a Mr. Turf, they don't have a Thor, a Banshee and then more Vikings than the Vikings they have, I mean, that's a hard situation. Well, here comes that drop, Tasteless.
All right, these Hellions are out on the map, so they can't defend back at home. No homeland security here for MMA.
And at the same time, there's a drop in MMA's base. The SCV is running out in a line, but he makes two. Oh my
sick block
God!
with the Vikings actually blocked. Oh!
Still a good job here by Keen, though, doing a lot of damage to
You
these
know what?
SCVs.
It didn't do as much damage as I thought.
Yeah. I'm actually just like completely impressed with everything that I just saw. Cool. All right. So this Hellions just giving that Wallen some hell. Such a cool scenario. Keen, though, he is actually just pooling all his Vikings with that singular Banshee. Uh-ohs. He's going to have to show
this is
him
actually going to be pretty bad, man. If he actually just gets inside with the Hellions, there's not... Oh, actually, no, he'll be fine because he's got Vikings.
Oh, he's got that...
I'm sorry,
he's got the one Banshee.
Fine. I hate it when I actually get excited about something, and 2 seconds later I look at it and I'm like, no, actually, I'm not reading this right.
He does show the Banshee, though. Now, we do have a reactor starport for MMA building
for
nonstop. Actually,
oh, no, excuse me.
He didn't go with the reactor again. So the Viking count is actually 5 against 4, but he's going to MMA's base, so MMA will have more Vikings when he gets there. Now, if he would switch that factory for the reactor, he can get up in Viking count very, very quickly, which is what he's going to need to do here. Because as soon as your opponent wins an air battle, when you've gone 2 starports and he's gone 1, that's when you know you're in trouble. And, well, that's...
Whoa!
This is actually so
I
bad.
don't actually know what the hell is going on here.
has basically just thrown the entire game away right there.
Whoa, GG.
Yeah, not surprised at all that he GG'd.
Was that a miss? Click on his keyboard or something?
The Vikings were actually hidden, so he's like, well, I'll just land and kill these. And
you know that animation, it just takes just long enough to get back up in the air, or when you're landing, that you actually can take so much damage in that short period of time. And wow, look at Ian, not happy with himself at this moment, and I can't say I blame the guy.
Well, you know, he had a nice build against what MMA was doing. If he had reacted the Vikings and been a little bit more aware of exactly what MMA was doing, I could have seen him actually winning that game. Yeah, I liked his end of the build orders. I don't know what to say. That's it. MMA knocks him down in the up and down matches. Will Keen make it back into Code S?
Maybe.
I'm not sure, man.
I'm
Code
on the
A
fence.
is looking so strong.
50-50 right now.
I would tend to say it's going to be hard for him, man. But we will see. He's going to have a lot of time to practice that. It's not for quite some time. And then we're going to have MMA against Nada, who's going to go to the round of 16.
This, I think, will be our closest match today. MMA and Nada, they're both very good. I do think Nada, he's been impressive strategically, but occasionally his mechanics have been a bit sloppy. Some of the execution of his brilliant ideas as well. So we're going to have to see. I still think MMA is the favorite against Nada. We're going to have a 5-minute break, and when we get back, we're going to have our final game in our group here for Code S. So we'll be back soon. This is the GSL.
I've only got the truth. Is that enough for you?